All right, here's something I never thought I'd say. Harley Davidson electric motorcycle in New York City. This thing, we're waiting for to get into production. They say it won't be a year, might not be 2 years, but honestly, this thing is ready to go right now. The motor controller is one of the most difficult things to get on an electric motorcycle, and this thing is finely tuned already. I guess it's just battery range that they're waiting to see an improvement in technology, but this thing is ready to go. This is the equal of a Zero or a Bramo. Actually, it might even be more than a Zero or a Bramo in terms of capability, stance, suspension, and fun to ride. The thing will light up its back tire if you crack the throttle, and the Harley Davidson people tell me it'll do wheelies. Couldn't do it here on the streets of New York City, but boy, am I impressed so far, and I guess we just gotta wait to see when Harley deems it fit for production.
Big difference between telling them, hey, what would you think about an electric Harley? Like hypothetically, you'd probably get one answer. Letting them ride what we think it could be, and getting some first-hand emotional, visceral experience and feedback from it is a whole different deal.
As the technology and costs are expected to come down, you put all three of those things together and you get a marketable, kick-ass, product that meets our expectations and our customers' expectations for no excuses Harley at a price that's right, something we can make money doing. So we're not talking, next summer here. We're talking, got to get customer feedback, got to incorporate that, got to wait for technology to advance, and then put it together. And what we have upstairs is state of the art, and the state of the art is advancing pretty rapidly, particularly with battery chemistry. So you get more energy density, literally more power per weight, per package with that chemistry advancement.
So we know what the world looks like today, but what the world looks like today is not good enough for what they probably ultimately want and where we ultimately would like to go. And Project Livewire is about being the vanguard, sort of paving that way, understanding really where customers want to go.
So motor is right there. Gearbox is from their back. The gearbox is sitting right here from your back. And you see the primary sprocket, which is right here. The coaxial combination sprocket, so you in essence have a belt going here and then belt going there. The motor controller is sitting up here vertically, and then there's a water glycol or a liquid system up here, and there's pumps underneath here and the fluid routing. And then back here is another pump and cooler. There's a heat exchanger right here and another pump back here. So oil back here, water up there. So you get on it thinking a golf cart, but you get off it thinking rocket ship. It just is that much fun. Put a big massive battery pack and get up to 14? Sure, you could. But then you trade off in weight, you trade off in ergonomics, you trade off in the overall agile feel, cost. So these are all things that we're looking for. The one thing I can say relative to it is we are using the latest and greatest battery chemistry and technology that's out there inside.
50% more density than it is now. You could probably put this on the market.
We probably could, but I think we still do legitimately want to get customer input. We really want to know what people think.
Part of your research had to have been riding a Zero or a Bramo or both, right? What's the difference in riding your bike, the experience of riding your bike, compared to what you've ridden of the other electric makers?
There are green motorcycles. There are no badass green motorcycles. There's nothing that really makes you feel the way that you want to feel on a Harley Davidson. It doesn't have the character, doesn't have the attitude, doesn't have the spirit. And either in the way it looks or the way it feels off the line or the way it sounds when it goes by.
It's going to come down to price and range, and maybe 2 years, we'll find out.
Strolling around with no money in pocket, you're gonna be put to the test. From the village